Ready to fulfill your royal fantasy? Perhaps it's all those childhood storybooks, but castles still exert a powerful appeal into adulthood. Photogenic, romantic, and often spectacular, few can pass up the chance to stay in fortified mansions and houses that typically blend history with drama, comfort with grandeur, and the good life with the high life. Welcome back to another episode of Feetpin Travel. Join us on our journey around the world as we share our best travel tips, guides, and amazing experiences with you. If you're not a part of our community yet, hit the subscribe button now so you never miss out on our latest and greatest uploads. Remember, we travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at beautiful castles around the world you can actually stay in. Let's get started. Castelbrando, Italy. North of Venice in the heart of Prosecco country, Castelbrando perches beautifully on a forested hillside spur overlooking the village of Sison de Valmarino. Originally a Roman fortress, the much-expanded castle was last used as a Cilician monastery before a late 1990s refurbishment converted it into a hotel. Canopy beds, walls decorated with noble crests, and vintage furniture grace the regular rooms. But suites up the decor with more Venetian styling and Murano glass chandeliers. The presidential features original Roman masonry, as do parts of the spa. Hungwest Hotel, Palota, Hungary. A 1930s high society hangout turned workers' holiday resort via World War II military hospital. The Hungwest has had a checkered journey in a relatively short time. Designed to look far older, it's a mix of Flemish gables, churchly belfries, and faintly Russian-style domes. One restaurant resembles a cavernous ballroom, while another has chapel-like vaulted ceilings and stained glass. In comparison, the modernized rooms and suites are restrained and low-key. Kasteel Engelenburg, Netherlands. In look and feel, the Engelenburg more closely resembles an upscale and well-heeled country club than its origins as a 16th century castle. Today, it echoes a 19th century manor house, and the landscape gardens and forest, a 9-hole golf course and moat-like lake embellish that ambiance along with a Michelin-forked restaurant serving mainly French cuisine. Rooms and suites are all unique and beautifully designed, their contemporary decor lending a distinctly studied but appealing character. Glenapp Castle, Scotland. Almost spearheading the Scottish baronial style, which combined Gothic and Renaissance design. Glenapp Castle near Loch Bryan was constructed in the 1870s, though the estate is much older. Saved from ruin in the 1990s by a fastidious restoration, it now has rooms and suites paying homage to High Victoriana by way of canopy beds and elaborate drapes, chandeliers, and oriental rugs. You can play croquet, go clay pigeon shooting, and watch falconry. Dinners trend towards formal 3- or 6-course gourmet affairs, and most produce is locally sourced. Schloss Hotel, Thun, Switzerland. Looking above Thun town at the head of Lake Thun, this 12th century castle was built by the Dukes of Zähringen for symbolic and administrative purposes rather than defense. Round-pointed corner towers and a huge pitched roof add to the drama. Today, it's a museum and concert venue. The accommodation lies in the former prison wing with views of the courtyard and keep. Only the panorama and tower rooms have blistering, sought-after lake views. Surprisingly, all but the latter feature avowed modern, almost Scandi minimalist interiors. Château der Spelt, Luxembourg. In rural North Luxembourg, the original Erfspelt Castle, more like a grand country house, was built in the 1860s. Half a century of decay ended in 2005 when a local entrepreneur funded restoration, and then added another wing in 2016. Rooms are stylish and comfortable, but only the so-called Grand Ducal Suite, 4 rooms plus bathroom, convincingly evokes the charm and aura of a fully fledged heritage property. You'll eat well in the gourmet restaurant, and the former cellars are now a cozy bar. Schloss Fulfil, Austria. Named after the lake it overlooks near Salzburg, Fulfil was originally a 15th century hunting lodge initially owned by local archbishops, followed by a succession of aristocrats, and ultimately the Nazis. A hotel since the 1950s, accommodation ranges from contemporary rooms and country-style suites in the annexes, to a clutch of heritage suites with Renaissance, Art Nouveau, and Baroque stylings in the historic tower. Old master paintings, gorgeous lake views, and an upscale French restaurant tick all those old-world high-life boxes. Ashford Castle, Ireland. Once owned by the Guinness family, this extraordinary castle overlooks the north shore of 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐤 near Galway. The first fortification was built in 1228, but now most of the elaborate buildings are 18th and 19th century additions fusing French-like chateau with Victorian Gothic. Meticulous interiors are costume drama perfect with oak paneling, antique furniture, and vintage-style fabrics. The in-house cinema, 32 red velvet armchair seats, neatly taps the cinematic heritage of the estate. It appeared in much of John Ford's The Quiet Man in 1952 with John Wayne. Amberley Castle, England. Noted in the 11th century Domesday Book, Amberley Castle has a venerable history spanning a checkered millennium of drama, conflicts, destruction, and repairs. A picturesque castellated gateway of rounded towers along with tall curtain walls enclose the 600-year-old stone and timber manor house. The 19 uniquely configured rooms feature part-timbered ceilings and cross-hatched windows, though some have masonry-arched trefoil lights and brick fireplaces. Decor treads carefully between pared-down vintage and elegant contemporary. You can dine in the Great Room amid tapestries and suits of armor. 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤 Castle, Scotland. Along the Ayrshire coast in scenic Scotland and dating from 1777, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤 Castle has decorated the Royal Scottish banknote for 30 years and is rumored to hold 7 famous ghosts. It's now a National Trust property with 6 double rooms, a private dining room drawing on locally sourced produce, and you'll wake up to a sumptuous Scottish breakfast. Castello di Pavone, Italy. Located in the Turin province, Castello di Pavone is a medieval national monument restored in 1888 and is believed to bring luck and prosperity to its guests. It has a range of singles, doubles, and suites, including a tower suite with wonderful views of the Alps. Dinner is served in a frescoed restaurant where Piedmont specialties are the order of the day. Dromoland Castle, Ireland. Dromoland Castle was a place of residence for the famous O'Brien family. Today, this first-class hotel has its own golf course and Michelin star restaurant. Plus, it has hosted many celebrity guests, including Muhammad Ali and Nelson Mandela. Disney's Cinderella Castle, Florida, USA. Lucky guests are selected to stay in this invitation-only suite in Cinderella's famous castle at the Disney World Resort, Florida. Originally meant for Walt Disney's family before his death in 1966, this suite has its own salon, master bedrooms, and beautiful marble bathroom, decorated with 5-star taste and a little Disney magic. Tyneron Blue Retreat, Greece. Just short of Cape Tyneron, the southernmost part of mainland Greece, the Tyneron Blue Retreat stands sentinel over the azure Mediterranean. Myths tinge the landscape with a local sea cave reputedly the entrance to the underworld of Hades. Much more recently, the area was famed for fierce, oft-feuding inhabitants and their austere masonry tower houses, many of which now stand mostly unused. The 3-roomed Tyneron Blue Retreat is a clever renovation of one such tower. Part boho chic and part rustic lodge, it has a clever design maximizing both space and vernacular integrity while accommodating an infinity pool. Fairmont-le-Château, Frontenac, Canada. Perched on a promontory jutting into the St. Lawrence River in Quebec, the monumental chateau is among the great so-called railway hotels put up across Canada in the late 19th century. Designed with a confection of towers, turrets, and steeply pitched roofs, it has 18 floors lending an imposing skyscraper vibe, albeit one tinged with Victorian Gothic. The 610 rooms and suites conjure the elegant feel of historic Europe in conservative palettes of cream and beige. Some themed suites are named after world leaders, including Queen Elizabeth II, Alfred Hitchcock, and Celine Dion. With that, we've reached the end of this video all about beautiful castles around the world you can actually stay in. Which of the castles in our video would you most like to stay in? Do you know of any other castles that we didn't include in our video? Get involved and let us know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this one and found it interesting, remember to leave a like on the video so we know to make more for you. Also, subscribe to Feetpin Travel for even more amazing travel content just like this video. As always, thanks for watching. See you again soon in another episode.